Okay, so good morning. So my name is Marianna Faraldi, and in team with Marco De Vito, in representation of Tecnoalimenti, we are partner of HARTU project. So the presentation of today is mainly from the point of view of the end user, I would say. Tecnoalimenti is a no-profit research organization located in the north of Italy, in Milan, and we are industry driven. Indeed, we are organized under the form of a consortium with 31 food industry behind us and a large network of food industries in Italy. So my presentation is a sorting solution in the agri-food sector, the Italian pilot. So the test which we did, the pilot which we did is in the horticultural sector. Here you can see on the left of the screen the situation as is currently. So we are in horticultural facilities. There is a line with some operators and one warehouse assistant, some full boxes and some empty boxes, and through the video, you can see how it currently works in real operational activities. So our proposal was to substitute this current procedure with a robotic solution. So this robotic solution has been developed by Technique in the north of Spain. And the objective was to substitute the current manual sorting and packaging activities, which are very much repetitive, ergonomically challenging and sensitive to hygiene, with this artificial intelligence enabled robotic system capable of recognizing vegetable types, assessing the quality, also together with a vision system integrated, and executing the gentle pick and place action without damage. So in this case, we applied to zucchini, eggplant, this kind of products, but it can be applied also to more delicate food products. So we wanted to substitute the current manual activity, which you see on the left, with the robotic activity, which you can see on the right. So obviously the speed is a little bit different, as you can imagine, but here it is just a prototype. But just to give you an idea about the differentiation of the work as is and as should be in the future. The pilot was carried out in the center of Italy at the facilities of one partner of our network called Centro Lazio. This is a cooperative. And the objective was to demonstrate the effectiveness and user acceptance of the HARTU system in a real production environment. I would like to start from the very beginning. I mean, very often maybe that the pilot setup seems something not quite not important, while for us it was fundamental, because if everything was not planned in advance in the minimum detail, the risk of failure during the pilot days was very, very high. So the challenge was to move the current overall robotic system from Spain to Italy. And we organized a specialized logistics. So we had the need for a dedicated transport carrier for delicate and valuable material with defined handling and loading and unloading protocols. The second point was to design the installation of the system at Centro Lazio, including the electrical power supply and compressed air for the gripper system. So everything had to be planned really, really in detail. And last but not least, the personnel preparation. So the number of operators to be involved according to the work shifts, and to prepare them in advance with some training material. We spent 1 full week of intensive testing, putting together from the robot setup to the disassembly and packaging of the system. The great job was done by technicians who were in charge of the assembly and setup in preparation of the pilot in real terms. And as I said, everything stopped with this assembly and packaging. But I will go in more detail in this plan with my slides. So, as often happens, even if you planned in very detail the setup and everything, some challenges can occur in real life. So we had some technical challenges, vision system calibration. Indeed, the problem we identified was the ambient light interference with the vision system, compromising accurate classification of horticultural products during the pick and place operations. Technicians applied various lighting configurations and conducted in-depth calibrations, effectively resolving the interference issue in time. So all hardware and the software tests, including vacuum gripper system and visual classification of zucchini and eggplants, passed successfully, confirming that the system was operational ready for starting. So in this pilot, the central role of operators is to be underlined. But obviously these operators are very simple people, so they had to be trained and engaged. So they had some perplexities at the very beginning. This is very natural since something new was introduced in their daily routine work. We started with a training session covered the user interface, the meaning of the test, and the management of different operational scenarios involving all 5 production line operators. A complete guide for using the HARTU App Manager application and a brief leaflet were provided to facilitate operator interaction with the robotic system. And the objective was that the operator had to execute the test autonomously, collaborating with the robot to perform assigned tasks, enabling realistic usability assessment. The user interface has been developed a few time ago in collaboration between Technique, Deep Blue and Tecnoalimenti. So Tecnoalimenti brought the vision of, I would say, of the end user. So the objective was to have a simplified user interface to facilitate the job to the end user, to the operators. In terms of usability evaluation, each operator performed regular pick and place operations and 2 of 6 if scenarios. So the plan was, okay, let's simulate simple operations and also critical situations. And let's see how the operator approaches these difficulties and how interacts with the machine. At the end of each activity, a Deep Blue expert conducted an interview to identify aspects of human interaction with the system, including easy of use and ability to manage anomalies. The complete activity for each operator was planned for approximately 2 hours, distributed over 2 days to ensure true and unhurried evaluation. So here there is a short video just to see how it was set up, the pilot. So on one side there was the operator with the user interface in front of her. On the other side, the robot who is performing the pick and place activity action using also the vision. So in terms of robot acceptance, this exceeds the initial expectations. So All the tests were completed successfully, validating the system functionality in real production conditions. Operators encountered no problems interacting with the user interface, even in simulated failure scenarios. The initial cautious approach transformed into very positive reception, exceeding expectations for acceptance of this new technology. And operators express interest in integrating the robot into their daily work as a support tool. So they understood that there was not a substitution into the job, but just a change in the roles they perform currently and could perform in the future. So a stronger collaboration and integration between the two. To end this pilot, we decided to invite some stakeholders because we consider very important the sensibilization of the local people. So we invited some entrepreneurs, researchers, and officials from the region interested in innovative agricultural technologies, and we gave them the possibility to touch with hand this possibility, so this robotic solution and opportunities which opens for the future. And so, in terms of conclusions, we can say that the HARTU system has been validated both technically and in terms of usability and acceptance by end users, confirming the solidity of the developed solution. The enthusiastic response from operators confirms the robot's potential as a support tool in daily work, exceeding initial expectations of caution toward the new technology. And in terms of next steps, leverage collected data and lessons learned for final system integration, plan commercial dissemination and expansion toward new application scenarios in the agricultural sector. Thank you.